Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me and the Esther group on this multi-dimensional Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. I want to thank those people that commented. I really appreciate the positive feedback I'm getting. And I do read the comments, and I have to say they are quite encouraging as we all go on this channeling adventure together to see what the Esther group has to say. Thank you for subscribing as well. I'm just going to take off my glasses and go into channel and see what the guides have to say for today. This vessel steps aside. She is the conduit, the bridge for our channeling communication. Every human is capable of being this bridge, of being able to communicate messages as she is doing. It takes time and a willingness to open yourself up, but you can learn to do it. Channeling is a very common ability that humans have forgotten about, have oftentimes misinterpreted as being for just certain ones. There are many different varieties of channels. There are people that channel whole books. There are people that channel their athletic abilities. There are people that channel music, that write music in this way. This is very common. There are humans that are actors and channel personalities from their Akashic records to help them perform better on stage. You see, the ability to channel energy comes easy to humans. It just isn't always recognized as channeling. And we want you to know this and understand it so that you can embrace the idea that it's real, that it happens, that there can be a stepping aside of a person's opinions and judgments and allow for a different type of information to come through. And we are a group here in a different dimension than you. We have a different perspective because we can see a bigger picture of what is going on in your world, in your dimension. And we love you and we want to support you in what you're doing there and make it happen in a way that it flows for you. Not that you won't have obstacles or challenges, because you will. This is how humans learn. But the challenges won't be so difficult or may be resolved faster. This is the idea of moving into a higher frequency, of the idea of raising your vibration, as many people call it. Because as you go into a more positive idea of what you feel life can be for yourself and that it can happen now, you create that. And it is important to know. It is important information that has been lost. It at one time was practiced here on the earth plane. But in your society now, it is just beginning to be reawakened. And many of you are stumbling into it, searching for answers to life, for just finding peace in yourself. And this is the information that's being brought to you to show you how you can do that. So if you are listening, you may be one of those people that just wants peace, just wants things to be good for you and those around you. And so this is the information that's being brought to you, giving you a choice to embrace that and try it for yourself. And it's going to look different for each and every one of you. But these practices or these ways of thinking can allow your heart to open up and embrace the idea that it doesn't have to happen to someone else, that these things can happen to you personally. And when you understand that you are in control of this at a certain level, you can be at peace with that. You don't have to wait for someone to bring it to you. It can be done through you, you see. And many times humans are waiting for something outside of them to happen, for that one good thing to be brought to them from someone else. And what it is you keep thinking, oh, it'll eventually happen. And that keeps pushing it away because it will only eventually happen. You're not sure when, it just will eventually happen. And so that eventually doesn't always get there. So what we would like to say is imagine yourself in peace now. Imagine yourself loving your life now, just as it is, with all of its challenges. And allow yourself to shift your thinking about yourself and how you're going about your life to enjoy the positive things that come your way. And we have said this before, but there is an intensification of the energy here that is magnifying your emotions, that is magnifying your feelings and your experience. And so if it is a modality that you have to take up, and we don't know it, many of you have different ideas of what you like, but we just say meditation, yoga, exercise, music, these things that lift the soul, entertainment that lifts you out of that negative feeling and brings you joy. Nature is a huge benefit to the human being. Just the electricity that nature provides, just the environment it provides you, even if it's just a small place in a yard, anywhere that you can make nature or bring nature into you, around you, enjoy that, because that sort of resets you and helps you to reconnect and stay grounded here in this reality and allows you to feel a very positive connection. Nature is not judgmental. Nature always is giving. And the sun always comes up every day, no matter how you feel. It is not subject to your emotions or whether you think things are good or bad. It's just there. It is unconditional love, you see. And so in that framework, enjoy nature and embrace it for that unconditional love that it provides. It is always reflecting back to you what is best. And that unconditional love for yourself during this time is really important. And we say this because many people reflect towards the end of the year. And sometimes they bring up things that are quite painful, even in their childhood, things that didn't turn out the way they thought, or the challenge of meeting with families, some of them that you like and some you don't. And so we say, as you go into this time of reflection for yourself, allow yourself to be kind to yourself and kind to others. For many are quite unconscious of how they affect the people around them. They really are. They don't always completely understand in the moment how their actions reverberate out, like that pebble hits the water and the ripples ripple out. And so even in difficult situations, people are reacting or responding. They don't always understand how they affect the energy around them. It brings people down. So we say to just be kind to them. You don't have to embrace that activity or agree with it. You don't have to engage with them or participate. You see, you have a choice. You can allow them to have their experience and, in a way, be the observer and just step back and just observe, because they will create a reality for them that they feel is true. And they may feel very justified by their actions. And so you cannot control that. You can observe it and you can go your way. But you do have control over what you think and feel and how you handle yourself. And so in this time, just know that the freedom of this time is to understand that you have the freedom as an individual to be you, to express yourself in a way that brings you joy. And you do not have to wait for others to provide that for you. You get to be the one to bring it to yourself. You get to be the one to allow yourself to be surrounded with what you enjoy. And you may include others. You may include children in this. You may include your family in this if they are willing to participate. But if they are not, don't wait. Allow yourself to enjoy the moment, the things that you like, and be okay with that. And allow yourself to forgive those that may not understand you, that may not get you. Just forgive them in that moment. Allow them to be. For as we say, they are in an unconscious state. They do not always understand everything going on. They do not have your perspective. They do not. And so they need to figure that out for themselves. And you need to allow them to do that and not try and change them. Just allow them to be in what it is they need to experience. And you experience life in joy and love. And it may just be the most important thing for you to do this for yourself at this time of year, and for those close to you that appreciate your effort. We come to you in full support. We see the human condition. We see humans wanting to make things better. We try to offer solutions and support for you because we love you. And we know that there is much energy here that will move you forward quite quickly if you will embrace this way of being. So please, enjoy yourself during this time of the year. Find peace within your being. Be kind to yourself and others. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for listening.